This is Cyndy G with My Scrap Chick, and in this video we are assembling the Bride of Frankenstein jar box card. So I've seen these mason jars, online decorated like different monsters, and I thought, now those would be cute as a box card. So I have put together several of them, and so I've got my pieces laid out. I wanted to point out here that for my sucker eyeballs, you do have pieces for the stick. Like if you wanted to use a different color card than you wanted your stick to be. I'm not going to use these because this is the color that I want my stick to be. So she's pretty straightforward. Her eyes are those two pieces. The eyeballs for the suckers are these. And so let's just start paper piecing these pieces together, and then we'll get them to where they go. Now her lightning bolts in her hair are designed to go right here in the curve of the hair piece. Sometimes I can put glue on good, and other times it just makes a mess. Okay. And now I'm going to put her eyes together. Then assemble the eyeball suckers. Now, you don't need a whole lot of glue for these pieces. And then for the pupil, I'm going to put the glue on my piece, and it's still squished out. This card fits in a 5x7 envelope. I prefer that size. It gives me a little more design space so that the pieces don't have to be so small. And I'm just using the pen from my bottle as my pickup tool. It's a little bit sticky because it sticks down into the glue. go ahead and fold on your score marks for your inserts. And I'm going to put my jar lid on before I put her hair on. Because it does overlap some, and I think I want to put my hair on and pop it with some foam tape. So I'm using my foam squares that I get from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to have to use quite a few. But they're $1, so I don't mind. I can hear my children running around upstairs. I hope they don't come barging in. Okay, so okay, and then you just want to line up there. That's cute. I don't know. Maybe I want to pop her eyes up too. I think I might. Her mouth isn't too big, but you just want to make sure you leave enough room there at the bottom for her lips. And she has a little bitty nose. And I think it looks cute up on top of her eyes. So I'm just going to put a drop of glue there rather than trying to get it on her itty bitty nose. There we go. So there's her face. Okay, I had already folded this on the score lines. I don't remember if I did that on camera or off, so I'll just mention that. The power coil is the back insert, so I'm going to start with it. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it in here and glue it down. So I've just got it laying down flat. This is the side that I'm going to glue it to. I'm gluing it here to this side. So I want it to be open. Then when I fold this over, it's gluing to the side. And it's right where it needs to be. So I'm going to stand it up so that I make sure that it's at the height it's supposed to be at, that I've got it in there straight. I'm just going to apply some pressure here for a few seconds, then open this up and fold this back. Now with this folded back, I'm going to do the same thing again, except this time this is laying against the jar, and you can see how everything's staggered. So this is just laying on top, and I'm going to glue it to the side. My goodness, my two youngest fight constantly, and they're up there battling. Okay, so I'm just going to slide this in. And apply pressure. Now, as you can see, they're both in here. They're staggered the way they're supposed to be. And now I'm going to put glue. I'm not going to get too close to my score line because I don't want the glue to ooze over. On either one of these, because it might cause problems. So now that I'm just going to fold it here. My side is laying flat on my table, and here's the second side. So my flaps are out straight. I'm going to bring my second side over, and I'm gluing the tabs right to this side. Now you see they're glued there. So now I'm going to put glue on this flap and close the card up. Not like that. And there is the Miss Frankenstein box card. Thank you for joining me.